Jonathan Nieto is joining us for Student Stories, also known as Boogie. Boogie, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm good. I already know you because we recorded Valorant Esports last week, so now we're going to feature you here on Student Stories. So I'm going to ask you, why Boogie?
Why Boogie? Well, the whole story is I basically got it from a YouTuber that I watched growing up. His name was Boogie2988. Basically, he was this, I want to say huge dude. He was funny.
Okay.
I watched him a lot growing up. I don't know where I found him.
Yeah.
But I watched him growing up a lot, and I wanted to take inspiration from him, so I basically just took his name.
Okay.
And like my whole username was Boogie0804. 0804 comes from my birthday.
Okay.
So yeah, I just took it from him basically.
What kind of content was he? Like, what was he a gamer?
He was a gamer, but like he would do like gaming, and then he would do like outside stuff. Like he would destroy an Xbox, like out of nowhere. Like he would
destroy an Xbox?
Yeah, like he'll get mad and destroy an Xbox.
But he was funny.
Yeah, he was funny.
Yeah. But how did you get people to start calling you Boogie though? Because it's one thing if somebody gives you a nickname.
Yeah.
But if you want people to call you Boogie, how did you get them to start calling you Boogie?
Well, actually, it didn't start until middle school. Actually, I don't know if you know Alfie.
Nope.
He used to work at the office student life. He actually started. We started playing online one day. And I don't know where he started calling me Boogie in school. And then it just caught on. Everyone started calling me Boogie from all my friends to even the teachers.
Yeah.
And the principal also.
And so now you're Boogie forever.
Yeah.
Good to know. Boogie, let's talk about your academic career. Where did you go to elementary, middle school, so forth?
Elementary, I went from Perez all the way up until 4th grade.
Okay.
And then I went to Milton for my last year of 5th grade. And then I went to Harmony Science. Hold on. I always forget the name.
Yeah.
Harmony Science. Yeah, Science
Okay.
There we go. And Harmony School of Excellence. I don't know why I forget the middle school name. It's just...
I didn't realize they had different names.
Yeah, there's 3 Harmonies. Harmony of Innovation, and then Science Academy, and then Harmony of Excellence.
So you graduated from Harmony?
Yes.
How was that like? I mean, did you like the experience in Harmony?
Yeah, I liked it. It was a very small school. My class only had 134, about there.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
I think it was very like nice, personal, like all the teachers knew you. Like I feel like they could focus a little bit on you more.
Yeah. So you had a good experience.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. What about when you were in Harmony, you were getting ready to graduate, what were your plans at the time? What did you want to do?
Well, to be honest, I didn't know what to do. I low-key wanted to get my CDL because I wanted to start making money. I know CDL drivers make good money. But then I realized I kind of want to pursue a higher education. And then how I really wanted to go to college, like my whole interest was esports. So TAMIU had these esports tryouts, and obviously you have to be a full-time student to try out.
Right.
And I was interested. I'm like, I want to join esports, and I wouldn't want to say if I didn't have like a reason to study, but that was kind of like my whole goal.
Yeah. Give you motivation to want to come to school because you wanted to get into esports, and you can actually get scholarships for esports, right?
Yeah, you can.
So what was your favorite game at the time? Or how do you know when you get into esports at a school like TAMIU at the time, how do you know what you're going to play? Or do you find out what teams they have, what games they have, or how does it work?
Well, sometimes they have like preset games. Like here at Laredo College, we have Valorant, COD, Rocket League, Smash.
COD is Call of Duty for old people like me.
And we have Mario Kart.
Okay.
So basically, we have a set of games, and maybe sometimes they don't play those games, so we could get new games in.
Yeah.
But when I first heard about the TAMIU Valorant team, I was playing Valorant at the time. I think I was pretty good at it, so I wanted to join, and I basically made that my whole goal for the end of the year.
And so you've got to try out to get on the team.
Yeah.
So what was your experience like at TAMIU? Obviously, you're here at Laredo College now. We'll get into that in a little bit. What was your experience like going to TAMIU and being on the esports team?
I liked it. I really enjoyed TAMIU. A lot of people don't know this, but at TAMIU, I kind of struggled academically because I was trying to do too much at the same time. I had morning classes from 8 to 12, and then after I would try to go to the gym, and then I'll have esports practice. And then I'll do my homework. And then there'll be certain times where I just come home and don't even do homework and just fall asleep. Because I have to get ready for the next day. So it was very tiring. I think I burned myself out. But Now I learned that that you could do things little by little. As long as you make progress, as long as you do things little by little, you'll be fine. And I learned time management also.
Really? So that experience, even though it landed up not working out for you,
Yeah.
you took it as an opportunity to learn from it. I mean, basically from the experience of managing your time. So what did you do when you left TAMIU?
Well, when I left TAMU, I decided to take a break. I feel like I needed that mental break. I started working at HEB as an overnight stalker.
Oh, cool.
And then it was towards the end of the year, like around December, where I was like, I kind of want to go back to college. I want to go to Laredo College. And then I found out that they had welding here. And unfortunately, I couldn't get into welding because the classes were full.
Right.
And then electrician came up also. And I was like, that looks very interesting, good money. And then so I decided to try it. Like, why not? Like,
Yeah. Were you scared to come back to school after what had happened at TAMIU? Or did you figure, all right, I got this figured out now. I know what I'm going to do?
I wasn't really scared. I think it was one of those where
Not scared, but like worried, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I was worried. Like, but I think it was at that time where, like, I realized that like if I don't like try right now, then like I'm never gonna make it.
Well, the problem is you took some time off. You started working. Once you start earning that money,
Yeah.
it makes it more difficult to want to come back to school because you're making money, but you did. And so here we are. So you started back in January of 2024.
Yes.
And you're working on your electrician certificate?
Yeah, I'm about to finish it. I just need a summer class.
Nice. And so what do you plan to do after that?
Well, after that, I want to get my business. I also started that in the beginning of this year, 2025.
Okay.
So I already have some classes there. Hopefully, I graduate within a year for both. Well, the electrician, I should finish it in summer. So about 2 weeks, give or take. And then my business, hopefully by May 2026.
So you get an associate's in business and you'll already have the certificate for electrician.
Yes.
Well, how much, like the electrician, is it a 1-year program? Is it 1 certificate, 2 certificates? How does it work?
It's a 1-year program. So basically, you start off with commercial, and then industrial wiring, and then residential. Actually, it's the other way around. It's residential, industrial wiring, and then commercial. I like it a lot. I think it's very interesting. For commercial, we learn how to do houses, hands-on actually, and then there's a thing called co-op. So we would go to like for example, when I was in commercial, I mean residential. Sorry, we went to a church to go put up lights, fix switches, do everything like that.
What an experience! And you got hands-on. Yeah, and when you think about it, everybody needs electricity, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a good job.
The wiring doesn't really change much, I'm guessing, because I mean, you still gotta get wired somehow, right? Yeah. What? How do you want to apply the business degree to what you do now? Like, why do you want to? I mean, you've done the electrician certificate. Hopefully, you'll be done with that soon. Why get the associates? I guess.
Well, for the business, I don't see myself working like 40 more years or 30 more years. So I kind of want to get that business to open up my new little business, and hopefully it does well. I can retire like early, be wealthy, healthy, like most importantly, be healthy. So
you maybe want to be your own boss,
yes,
and then eventually hire staff, and that way they work for you, and you
hopefully
just relax. Right? Sounds good. Do you have a name for the business yet?
No, I don't. A
lot of possibilities with the name Boogie.
No, but I don't know. I feel like Boogie's too
scary, or what?
No, like imagine seeing Boogie on a commercial sign or something like that. I feel like it wouldn't be that serious.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
But now, can you start to work as an electrician already, or do you have to wait till you get the associates in business?
I can start already, but so I can start right now. But with the college, they give you 2,000 hours, and you need 6,000 hours to get a journeyman.
Oh, jeez.
A journeyman, you get paid a lot more.
Right.
So right now, if I start working as an electrician, I'll be an apprentice.
Okay.
And during an apprentice, I earn my hours, and slowly by slowly, I get journeyman. And with journeyman, you basically tend to work alone, or with an apprentice, and you get paid a lot more. It's a lot better. And I want to say 6,000 hours. It's probably going to take I want to say 2 years, give or take.
That's not that bad. That was going to be my next question. So just by completing the certificate here, you get 2,000 hours.
Yes.
Am I understanding correctly? So you need 4,000 more to become a journeyman.
Yes.
And what does it mean by hours? Like physical hours worked, or?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 40, like, you know how some people do 40 hours a week? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like that.
Who keeps track of that?
I think, if I remember correctly, I think they have to sign a paper.
Oh. So, do you plan to work right away, or are you going to hold off and finish the business degree and then start to work?
I'm gonna hold off and then finish the business degree.
Yeah, that's probably pretty smart. I mean, if you have the ability to just finish your degree, will you continue in esports? I mean, well, you're in esports. I don't know if you actually mentioned that, but you're on the esports team here. So, will you be able to do esports while you're doing the associates?
And business, yeah. I feel like I've learned how to manage my time properly now. It's like the whole TAMIU thing.
Right.
So, well, I already did. Okay, so like 2024 was my whole electrician, and then I missed my summer class for 2024, so I'm taking it right now. And then currently in 2025, the first semester, I did some classes that go towards my business. So I want to say I did pretty good. I think I only got 1 B so far. So I got 3 A's and 1 B. I was just unlucky I got a B because I didn't go to class for 1 day and it messed me up. So go to class.
Lesson learned, right?
Yeah. Go to class.
What about being on the esports team? What's that like?
It's pretty fun. I really enjoyed esports. I like the whole competition thing. I met some great people like Manny, Gano, my teammates. I think it's an enjoyable experience. Obviously, I love doing what I love. I want to say,
what was getting the national championship like for Valorant, right?
Yeah. So it was. I want to say, for me, I didn't expect it because my first year coming back to college was when I joined the team, and then I became captain, and then that whole thing is when we run undefeated. That whole run like surprised me, like oh my god, like it's possible, like we could do it, like. So it was a little, I want to say it was emotional too.
Sure.
Because some people were like on the team for like 2+ years, or not 2+ years, sorry. Well, they were about to hit 2 years basically, and like they never got that far. So like me coming on the team and then the whole team like getting emotional over winning. It was very nice, very exciting.
Yeah.
Something new.
How many schools do you compete against?
We compete against all the national junior college. So we're in a league called NJCA, NJAAE, or NJCAAE. I forgot how to say it.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all junior colleges basically. We basically compete, I want to say, on average like 20 different schools.
Wow.
So it's a lot of people that we have to like.
So is it like any other sport where you have to get into the playoffs and then you eventually get to the national championship, or how does it work?
It's basically it's regular games and then it's playoffs.
Yeah. And
then it's nationals. So for playoffs and nationals, it's a little bit tricky because if you lose, you're out.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a lot more pressure there, and especially in nationals, especially like if because there's a thing called play for third place, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't think no one likes to play for third place. So it's a little like
it's like a consolation game, I guess.
So I feel like there's a lot of pressure there, but it's the same as any other sport.
Valorant, very strategic, right? It's
yes.
A very strategic game. What's the difference between that and like Call of Duty, I guess?
I would say, so Call of Duty is a lot more mechanical. I would say it's a little more fast paced. It's a lot of individual play, and then for Valorant, it's a lot of team play. Because in Valorant, there's roles. So there's like an initiator. I'm gonna give you the roles, and then I'm gonna tell you what they do. So there's an initiator, a duelist, a controller, a sentinel, and that's about it. So basically, the sentinel, their whole point is to keep space. So you know how in chess you kind of like move stuff, like to gain control. The whole job of that sentinel role is to make sure they don't get a lot of space or to know what they're doing. And then the initiator is to find out where the people are. The duelist is to go and get that space, and the controller is to basically they basically like smoke off areas so we can get space and have I want to say better fights, because that's the whole the point of the game is you have to take fights in order to gain space. So it's I would say it's very.
You have to work as a team.
Yeah.
Interesting. Call of Duty the same thing, or?
Yes, Call of Duty is the same thing, but I feel like because I know there's 2 main ARs and 2 subs for Call of Duty, and I know they have different roles. I'm not too like informed with Call of Duty,
Right.
but I know it's a lot more individual play because they just have to take gunfights. And over here in Valorant, we have to take space with utility. We have to trade each other. We have to. There's a lot of comms also. So like we talk a lot.
Yeah.
We're very verbal. Like let's say here, like let's say we call this wall. Like, oh, maybe there's one wall, two wall, or like, and there's a lot of abilities to help your team. So it's very like team based.
Yeah. None of this makes any sense to me. But I would just say
It's hard to explain because there's a lot.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, plus you have to play it to understand it.
Yeah.
To know what you're talking about. How long does a game take?
45 minutes to an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends. Depends how good the other opponents are or how good like your team is. But average is 45 to an hour long.
Yeah. And so when you won the national championship, what did that feel like? I mean, you mentioned emotional, but like, how do you find out? Like, you just win and everybody knows you won the national championship, or I mean, is there an arena? I mean, that's a dumb question, but I mean, like, it does. You know, like you're out on the field, everybody knows you won the championship. How do you know you won in esports? I guess.
Well, when we won here at the arena, Ghana took us. I think we won. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the game before after. The game before after we won 2-0. We went to there was actually Student Life Awards was happening, and Ghana took us there, and then they gave us like a whole shout out. So, and then the game after the nationals, the game like the national game, is when we won. Literally the next day we went to go meet the board of trustees. That was very like exciting and nervous.
Yeah. So the NJCAA keeps track of. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're the ones that keep track of everything. They're the ones that pronounce you national championship.
Yeah.
So do you have to play Valorant again? Do you play Valorant again, or do you pick another sport, or do you play more than one, or how does it work?
I only play Valorant because I believe that's the best game. The best I'm at. I would like to learn Call of Duty, but at the same time, I love Valorant.
Yeah.
I think that's like my bread and butter.
Can you do more than one?
Yeah. Oh, actually, while competing, you can technically, but practice and everything is gonna take up your time.
How much time does it take to practice?
Well, for me, it's 4 hours. Well, that's because I'm team captain, so I like to designate 4-hour practices.
Yeah.
Because for Valorant, like the games are usually 45 minutes to an hour long. So we usually do 2 games, and then we go over what we did wrong. And sometimes we do a WOD review, where we just check our own film. So hopefully, I want to say like 4 hours. 3 to 4 hours.
So that's a pretty big deal that you started at TAMIU, left school for a while, came back.
Yeah.
Who do you think your role models are? Who inspired you to continue going on?
I want to say my dad and my mom. My dad is always like, oh, you should like. My dad has always like, since I was little, he's always been saying, if I could do it, you could do it, and also to go for a higher education. And also, my mom's a nurse, so I kind of want to. I wanted to follow that path of a nurse, but I don't really like the whole biology stuff. Like, it's not really interesting for me. And then I also want to give a huge shout out to Kano. I think he also helped me get back into it.
Ivan Kano, or
Ivan Kano,
esports director.
Yeah, director of Reckon Esports. I want to give a huge shout out to him also. I think he also helped me. When he found out that I was going to Laredo College, he reached out to me. He's like, "Oh, I heard you're going to Laredo College. You should join the esports team. Like, I think you'll make a great fit." And from there, like, it's history. Like, we won a national championship.
So your parents were your role models, also Mr. Kano.
Yes.
What's life like besides school and Valorant? What else do you like to do? Watch movies, series? What do you do?
Well, I like anime a lot. I don't know if do you know anime?
I know what it is, but I don't watch it.
I really like anime, so on most free time, I do like to spend it with my family and friends. I don't really go out that much. I try not to like. I wouldn't say spend money because I don't really like spending money. But besides that, I enjoy cars. I really enjoy cars, anime, gaming, obviously.
What kind of music do you like?
Well, honestly, like my favorite artist is Lil Uzi Vert, so more like hip hop, new style.
Yeah.
Also like Spanish music. Spanish music is nice also.
Yeah. What kind of Spanish music do you like?
Oh, Bad Bunny.
Okay.
Not like, yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Like, did you mean like Tigres del Norte, Ramon Ayala, or so Bad Bunny? Okay, that's fair. So, just wanted before I let you go, we talked about the 8-hour session off air. To you, the 8-hour semester, I guess it is. We do 8 hours.
Oh, the 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do 8-week sessions here at Laredo College for some of the programs.
Yeah.
You feel like that made a big difference for you? Why is that?
Well, like going back at TAMIU, the whole 16 weeks, I feel like it was too much for me. Well, me personally,
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it. I think having 4 classes at the same time was very struggling for me. I know it's very manageable, but at that time I didn't know how to. So the second 8 weeks really helped me. I wouldn't say control my pace, because I think the second 8 weeks gave me time to study, gave me time to make sure I get A's and B's. Because this year, 2025, so far I only have 1 B, and hopefully, I don't want to get more than 3 B's.
Okay.
So hopefully, that doesn't happen. I want to get A's.
So you prefer the 8-week
Yes.
session over the 16-week session?
I
It's
think-
less time, but it's fewer classes at a time, right?
Yeah.
And you just feel like you're able to manage your time better that way.
I feel like, yeah, I can go like at my own pace.
Yeah, that's interesting. And 8-week sessions are something that Laredo College does. I don't know if it's for all the programs, but I know for some of the programs. And you feel like that's really benefited you. But you also learned a lot from TAMIU and that experience.
Yeah.
So now you're about to be ready to be an electrician, and you're going to get an associate's degree in business. And you just said right now, I don't like to spend money. That's how you make money, my friend.
Yeah.
So a lot of rich people, they have money because they know how to spend it wisely. So sounds like you're on the right track, man. Anything else you want to mention?
Join Esports. Go to orientation, please. There's a lot of people that are lying when we call them, like, oh, have you signed up to orientation? And they're like, yes. And then we check, and they're not on there. So please go to orientation. It's mandatory.
Your true orientation leader, plugging
Yes.
it to the last possible minute. So they actually start on June 26th, right?
Yes, correct.
And you have to sign up for orientation, correct?
Yes, it is mandatory.
All right, sounds good. Boogie, thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you. Congratulations.
Thank
Keep
you.
up the good work, and it's a very inspiring story that you started out, failed a little bit, but you learned from that and came back. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.